The picture that we have had of the general economy is that of an economy that is picking up speed. We're beginning to see the numbers suggesting that the economy is gaining traction in terms of economic expansion, but at the same time, the results that we've seen from some of our small caps have lagged that general picture of an improving environment. Why is that?
I think if you're talking about general small caps, I think small cap management teams have generally been slower to react to the tough economic conditions that the recession brought about. Mm-hmm. I think if you're speaking specifically on companies and even small caps that are well managed, I think they're really showing improving results. And on that front, I'm specifically referring to companies like EOH or Advitech, which even in tough economic conditions continue to show strong results.
Yeah. So can we then say from here on we could see perhaps an improvement in the results that we see from the small cap sector, given the fact that while we've seen an improvement on the general economic front and the big counters, so perhaps some of these guys, are they beginning to catch up, do you think?
Yeah, I would think so. I think a lot of small companies, like I mentioned, have been slow to adjust their business models.
Sure.
I think in 2009, they finally caught up with the fact that business is tough, and I think have adjusted their businesses accordingly. So if the economy keeps recovering like it is at the moment, I think we should see an improvement in the small cap space.
Yeah. So in an environment like this, what does an analyst like yourself then look at in terms of the companies that are reporting and in terms of companies that you want to invest in? What do you look for as the things that you want to see before you commit your money?
Well, first of all, on the financial front, we're obviously looking at strong balance sheets and to see that the business is sound and sustainable. From a small cap management team, I think this is probably the most important factor is strong management, and for management to have strong credibility. I think we're looking for a clear and consistent strategy out of the small cap companies. And yeah, I think those are the most important factors that we look at.
Right. Now, in terms of performance, what we've seen so far today, I guess, reflective of the environment that we're trading in. We have seen the JSE All-Share Index retaining about 35%.
Correct,
big
yeah.
bounce from the lows that we saw. Altix, on the other hand, is down 39%, but no surprises. The mid-cap sector has outperformed everybody, 45% up. But with that underperformance from the Altix, do you think, is that sector beginning to show value? And where would you be looking at for that value?
I think I could answer this in two questions. I think first of all, the 45 or 40% drop you mentioned is a bit negatively skewed to what happened on the Altix with the companies that were in the Altix, because the quality counters actually ended up moving to the main board.
Right.
So you almost got a bit of a negative survivorship bias.
Okay, yeah.
But you are right. I mean, it is definitely showing some value on specific companies, and yeah, we're starting to sniff around in that space.
Yeah. So where do you look at now? Where do you see the value being in terms of sectors in that space?
I wouldn't really kind of pinpoint a particular sector.
Sure.
We tend to look at specific companies and try and get comfort with their business models. So I can't really highlight a sector.
Right. But when we look ahead for 2010, for instance, what do you expect from the small cap sector?
Valuations appear to be relatively attractive.
Right.
And in the small cap sector especially, in my view, it works a bit different to the larger cap sector.
Right.
Small caps tend to fall relatively quickly, but if they do show an improvement in conditions, they also tend to re-rate quite quickly.
Sure.
When that happens is anyone's guess.
Yeah. When we look then at the numbers in terms of the returns that we've seen so far, and the prospects that we've seen in the general economy, i.e. the generally improving economic environment, would it be reasonable to expect that we can also expect a quick upturn in the small cap sector, do you think?
Yeah, we should be. I mean, the small cap sector is trading at a significant discount to the rest of the stock market.
Right.
I mean, often within good reason.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
There have been developments where small cap company management teams haven't done themselves any favors. But I think the discount is too wide. And quality small cap companies should definitely re-rate. Whether the whole sector as a whole re-rates is a different question.
As the quality